Ladies and gentlemen, the American Jury and Bulldog Nation, today's show is sponsored by Butcher of Pakistan. The book release is tomorrow at 6 p.m. at the Sharonville Convention Center. It is a limited release for those closely connected to the event. And then the full release will be in August. Today in history is the date that the United States Supreme Court, in a 5-4 decision, ruled that you had Miranda rights. The reason why it's called Miranda is the individual from Arizona that was affected is somebody whose name was Miranda. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or can be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to you. Do you understand these rights as they have been read? This only applies to custodial interrogations. It doesn't apply to routine traffic stops. I've had plenty of people, they always get arrested for DUI and they weren't read their Miranda rights, and people think that before they gave statements, they think that that was an interrogation. It's not under the law. Well, it looks like there's going to be a gun deal. They are not going to raise the age. There's not going to be a change on the so-called assault rifles. There's going to be some more background checks. There's going to be some more red flag laws. And this happened because a group of Republican senators working with the Democrats did this deal. I don't care what anybody says. We do not have a lawful gun owner problem in this country. And you can't stop the crooks from having their guns. And when it relates to school safety, we have a bunch of nimrods that refuse to protect children when protecting children is easy. And they don't do it. They refuse to do it based upon some misguided policy positions. It's maddening to me. You can't make this up. Joe Biden says inflation is going down if you don't count groceries and gasoline. That's like, Ty Cobb wasn't a good hitter if you don't count the singles he got. I mean, come on. It's ridiculous. But he's wrong, too. Inflation's going up everywhere. Simone Biles and some other gymnasts have sued the FBI for their role in not doing their job. This infuriates me when I see this going on over and over again for the following reasons. This is what they're doing. The FBI has immunity. You can't sue the FBI for something that they failed to prevent. They can't do it. But the reason why they filed these lawsuits is because somebody in the government will say, yep, we'll pay them a bunch of money. It is gangsterism. The lawyers filing this lawsuit know there's immunity. But they're banking on somebody in the Biden administration saying, yeah, in the Justice Department say, yeah, we'll give you a bunch of money. And then they donate that money back to the American Communist causes. The lawsuit's ridiculous, folks. Ridiculous. By the way, nobody hates the FBI more than I do. We know they're incompetent on every level. But under the law, there's no basis for liability to sue the FBI for stopping something or failing to prevent something. It's clear as day. But they file this lawsuit because they know somebody in the Justice Department will say, okay, we'll get the government to write a check. Taxpayer money. Taxpayer money. This is a scary story. There's a story out that fentanyl, they're lacing like dollar bills, putting on the ground. What kind of diabolical, evil people are these that they're planting, like traps for people? Nancy Pelosi went to a drag queen show and said, this is what America's all about. Is Nancy Pelosi a woman or a man? I don't know. Maybe she's revealing something about herself. Danger to yourself. Joe Biden says gun owners are a danger to yourself, ourselves. He's a clown that just keeps on going. And then with respect to inflation, they continue to blame Putin. Putin, Putin, Putin. Everything is Putin's fault. Nobody's buying it. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Have a great day.